Let's see. I guess if you, I don't know. Right. Okay. Okay, here we are, Sunday Yogis. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making space for each other. If you haven't been here before, this is by far, in, as far as I've seen, the most packed class. So I don't think that every class is going to be this way. But yeah, Sundays have been hopping the last few weeks. So this is kind of what you can probably expect going into winter. So just try your best to get here on time, and we'll always try to make a spot if we can. Last couple of weeks, we've had people practicing out in the lobby and leaving the door open, so you can always do stuff like that. And also, if you get here and you're just like, this is too much for me, this is overstimulating, then you can always go. I hate that, but I guess it's a good problem to have, I suppose. um, Let's see. As far as announcements, oh, and I was going to say, it is freezing in here. I'm sorry. The person who used the space last night just turned the heat off, and they're supposed to leave it on 68, and they just turned it off completely. So that's why it's so cold. So it shouldn't be this cold, and I apologize, but I've turned it up. Hopefully, it will heat up. You'll get moving, heat up. Um, yeah, and then as far as my own announcements, I have my frequency offering coming up this Saturday, the 15th, and it is breathwork and sound. It's 2 hours, 7 to 9 p.m. this coming Saturday in this space. It's $33 per person, so it's through the local co-op rather than Mosaic Yoga. So all the Mosaic classes are always by donation, and the local co-op classes are set prices. So that one is $33, 2 hours. It's me, and I have my friend Dante is doing music. He's a really incredible like multi-instrumentalist, so he supports with music. And I also have a cute like 19, 20-year-old girl that's doing drumming as well. So it'll be good. It's not yoga, it's just breathing and sound. And the breath is not like pranayama, it's not a breathwork workshop, like we're not learning different breathwork techniques. It's purely experiential. So every breathwork experience is different for every person every time. I just see somebody else coming in, so I'm going to see if they want to take this spot. So yeah, if you're interested, would love to have you. And then just a heads up as far as Thanksgiving goes, I am teaching. Hi, Kai Kai. You can have the spot. You want this? Um, uh, I'm teaching my Thursday morning 9:15 class on Thanksgiving Day. And sorry, I'm just going to straight up. And I think that's the only one that's happening on Thanksgiving. 9:15. There might be a noon class. I can't say for sure. I don't know. Check the schedule for that. But yeah, I'm teaching on Thanksgiving morning. My 8:30 p.m. class on Thanksgiving is not happening. So just an FYI. Oh, and then on Black Friday, the day after, no 6 a.m. class, but the rest of the classes are happening. So okay, friends, let's just practice. So let's start. Let's start in child's pose. We'll get into it just a little bit faster since it's so freezing. So go ahead and find a child's pose, whatever feels good to you, knees wide, knees together, somewhere in between. And if child's pose is not a pose that feels good to you at all, if you want to sit, seated meditation, or any other position, that's perfectly fine with me. Just give yourself a few great big deep breaths. So great big inhales. And then big open mouth sighs. And just do that a few times on your own. So big inhalations filling up every little space. And then open your mouth, great big sigh. So just kind of transitioning from life out there to your yoga practice. Transitioning from being in your mind, functioning with your mind, and feeling more into your body now. Start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath when you're ready. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And as you start to cultivate this breath, you can stay in child's pose a little longer if you want, or invitation to get right into it. Come up to tabletop and start to move through cat-cow undulations. So as you inhale, spinal extension, stretch through your front body, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. And as you exhale, spinal flexion, round and curl in, and then push the ground away. Stretch through your back body. And as you move through these two postures, really start to fire up that Ujjayi. So see if you can start to feel your breath and hear your breath as it moves through you. And start to use this breath to build a little bit of your own internal heat. And if you want to, you can start to get a little more intuitive, a little more creative. You can circle your hips around, move your hips side to side. You can come all the way forward towards cobra. You can stretch your forearms, your wrists by spinning your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees. Maybe just rocking around a little bit or rocking back and forth. So start to warm up your body. Start to feel into your spine and your shoulders and your hips and your hands. And especially start to feel into your breath and really find that more active breath. So Ujjayi, it's powerful, it's dynamic, it's victorious. But it's also slow and steady and spacious. It is not in a rush. Give yourself a few more rounds. And then eventually downward facing dog is where we're headed. So you can start to find your way back to down dog in your own time and in your own way. Job, friends. And as you move into your down dog, keep exploring, keep feeling around. So maybe you walk out your dog, pedal out your heels. Maybe you move your hips side to side in the air. Give your head a little shake or a little nod. So if you can really feel into your strong foundation, which is your hands. So spread your fingers nice and wide. And even imagine you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips. So ideally, you've got so much activation through your strong fingers. There's barely any weight in the heels of your hands. You can lift the heel of your hands up off the ground and just be on your fingertips. It's not too different. So feel your strong foundation, feel your core lifting you up out of your hands. So imagine an invisible rope attached to your belly button that's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So rather than feeling like all your weight is coming down into your wrists and your hands, feel as if there's energy moving upwards. Use your breath to support you from within. So big, expansive inhales that create a sense of lightness or buoyancy. And then long, strong exhales all the way to emptiness that connect you to your center, to your intrinsic strength. And it's perfectly fine if you've got a big bend in your knees. It's perfectly fine if your heels are not touching the ground. That is not the goal of the pose. The intention is to find lots of length from the tips of your fingers all the way up to your sit bones. Take one more great big inhalation into your down dog. And then listen, as you exhale, just slowly crawl your hands back to the back of your yoga mat. until you find yourself in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Bring your feet hips width distance apart, or maybe even a little bit wider. All 10 toes face forward. And perhaps ragdoll your arms, grab opposite elbows, or even bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Give the back of your neck a little bit of traction. You can find a little bounce or a little sway or a little bob. Soft through your face and your jaw. And you can have a little or a big bend in your knees. So rather than locking out your knees and rocking back into your heels, keep your weight more forward, so more in the pads of your toes and the balls of your feet. And then use your core to lift your butt up. So still that invisible rope is attached to your belly button. Now it's pulling straight up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Next time you inhale, find a halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Shoulder blades hug towards your spine. Then exhale, release, and fold. Do that again. Halfway lift. Stick your butt out. Reach the top of your head forward. Feel the length even in the back of your neck and sides of your neck. Exhale, fold and bow. And then this time, root through your feet and rise all the way up to stand. Arms reach up as you breathe in. Yes, and exhale, hands to your own heart center. Flowing with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, reach up and stretch tall. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, dive down slowly. You can bend your knees a lot, especially if you feel it in your low back. Then fold in. Beautiful. Nice, Ella. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, release. Fold back in, Uttanasana. Press into your feet, connect to your strong center. Rise. High mountain. Inhale your arms overhead. Maybe you gaze up. Thanks, Chris. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll take one more just like that. It's your half sun salute. Inhale, reach up. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale, dive down. So stick your butt out. Feel your connection to your core as you dive. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Press into your feet, connect to your center. Take it back up to stand. Arms reach as you breathe in. Very nice. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, inhale, high mountain, reach up. And as you exhale, listen, bring your hands behind your back as if you are about to put them into your back pockets. So either fingers face down, or if that bothers your wrist, you could make fists. You could wrap your fingers around your waist, thumbs point inward. See if you can hug in with your inner thighs as you press your hips forward. Elbow tips point towards the wall behind you. Puff up your chest and tilt your chin up. Try not to let your head collapse back, but think of curling open. So curl open and open through your heart. Breathe into that space. Hug in with your inner thighs. Press your hips forward. Take one more great big inhale. And as you exhale, friends, just come through a neutral spine. Bend your knees and bring your hands to your thighs. So I like to wrap my fingers in. We're going to do 3 rounds of Uddiyana Bandha or Agni Sara. So I'll give you instruction and then we'll do it together. We'll inhale, standing cow. So stick your butt out, lift your heart, and then you'll exhale really strong through your teeth like this. All the way to emptiness. You're going to hold empty, draw your belly button in and up, hold for as long as you can, or you'll take little pulses like you're a belly dancer, in and out, an abdominal massage. When you need your next in-breath, you'll let go with your belly, standing cow. So here we go. Next time you inhale, all together, stick your butt out, lift your heart, and exhale now, 3 rounds. All the way to empty, hold, 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 hold. For as long as you can, take those pulses. They can be fast or slow. And when you need it, take your inhale. So just in your own time, 3 rounds. Yes. Round your back, navel to spine. Hold in that emptiness for as long as you can. Take the pulses if you want, fast or slow. You can even just play with it. And then let the belly go to take your next inhalation. Good. Beautiful, friends. 3 rounds total. After you've taken your 3 rounds, you'll inhale to standing cow, exhale to forward fold. No rush. Nice job. Once you're back in a forward fold, reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose, that gentle constriction in the back of your throat. Maybe you feel a little more connected to your center now, to your core. Notice that. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position. Realign. And then as you exhale, plant your hands or your fingertips and crawl them forward to the top of your yoga mat. So you're in a plank position, top of a push-up. Shoulders over wrists, hips level with shoulders for a yoga plank. See if you can take little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Don't let your butt sink down. Draw your belly button in and up. Keep pushing the ground away actively. You can come to your knees if you want to modify. One more inhale, little rock forward, start on your tippy toes. And then exhale, lower halfway. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up, high plank. One more time like that. Exhale, halfway down. See if you can hold until you're empty in your breath. Nice, Jessa. Inhale, push back up. And then this time, as you exhale, all the way down to your belly. Beautiful. Take your time, grow into a back bend, a heart opener of your choice. So lift and open, maybe give yourself a couple rounds here, feeling into it. And gaze to one side and then the other. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. And then whenever you are ready, downward facing dog. Got about 5 rounds in your down dog, so feel free to explore, move around a little, or just be still. You can find those little tiny micro movements, those little tiny micro adjustments on the inside. So the ones that I may not even see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them. So if you've been practicing yoga for years and years and years, most likely it'll be those little micro adjustments that are going to make the difference. So even if you've been here a million times, rather than tuning out, tune in. See if you can be more efficient in your body. See if you can find a way to engage more so that you are actually efforting less. Take one more big inhale, lift your hips really high, push the ground away with your strong fingers. And then this time, exhale, look forward, however you'd like to get there, top of your mat, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift, lengthen. Beautiful. Exhale, release and bow. And then rise, take it all the way up. Inhale, arms reach. Maybe you gaze up. Hands to your heart, exhale. All right, we'll build our flow now. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. As you exhale, little baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open so it's not a leaning back, a curling open. Inhale, re-extend, reach up, realign. And then as you exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, reach your arms back and sit back. So as your arms reach back, rather than rounding your spine and looking down at the ground, imagine you're doing cobra with your chest. So keep your heart lifted and open. Yes, back muscles hug around your spine. Maybe sit just a little bit lower. And then if you want, pick up your heels and balance on your tiptoes. So as your heels lift, now you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can bend your knees more. Get your butt closer to the ground. Keep your heart lifted. Keep breathing deeply. One last round. Nice, Anya. As you inhale, high mountain. If you want to, stay on your tiptoes for a balance challenge as tall as you can grow. And possibly stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. So stick your butt out, Reach your heart forward all the way down. It's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive. Halfway lift, heels on the ground, breathe in. Beautiful, nice march. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. Move through your vinyasa on your own. You can add push-ups, you can take it on your knees, you can skip it all together. Substitute cat-cows. Just find your way back, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Once you are there, just notice, just feel. Feel the length from your fingertips up to your sit bones. Feel the strength in your shoulders and your core. Soften your face and your jaw. From your down dog, next inhale, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. If you want, you can open your hip or explore just a little bit. So maybe you want to roll out your ankle, point flex. Maybe you circle your knee a few times. Keep your strong hands on the ground and keep lifting with your strong core. Can you still feel your big, intentional breath flowing through? Really good, everybody. Take one more inhale. Make your right leg long, strong, and powerful. As you exhale, right knee towards your nose. Don't let your hips sink. Keep them high, and then step forward softly into your low lunge. Take a moment here on your own. Just work your legs a little bit. So maybe your back knee comes down. Maybe you straighten your front leg. Maybe you open through your front hip. So explore intuitively. How are my legs? How are my knees, my ankles, and my toes? And if you go straight to your head, if that voice in your head is saying, oh my God, what should I do? Is anyone watching me? What's everyone else doing? Just notice that. See if you can go inward, close your eyes and feel. The practice of being in your body, it is not our default. So practice. Use your breath. Give yourself a couple more rounds. Good job, everybody. In your next breath or two, whenever you're ready, we'll meet up in a crescent lunge, high lunge. So high on the ball of your back foot, back knee is lifted and rise. Nice, Talia. So strong, stable legs. Energetically pull your front hip back and your back hip forward. So you're not sinking down, but you're hugging in and finding a strong foundation in your legs. Upper body then can be your expression of this posture. You don't have to do anything fancy, but you're just aware of everything you're doing. Are you spreading your fingers? Are you softening through your hands? Are your arms straight or are your elbows bent? Where's your gaze? What are you doing with your face? Just feel it all. Be aware of it all. It's all intentional. Take one more big inhale here as you reach high. And then as you exhale, just like we did a moment ago in our chair pose, hinge forward, reach back. So arms swing back behind you as you tilt forward just a bit and try to keep your heart lifted. So rather than looking down and rounding, that little lift in your heart like you're doing cobra pose. See if you can feel that come from your mid and your upper back. So not just from your neck. You're welcome to stay here or option to float off your back foot for full airplane. So think of a smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel and try to create that with your body. Lift your heart using your back muscles. Lift your heel using your inner thigh muscles. Awesome, Kai. Beautiful, you guys. One last round, your personal fullest expression. Thanks, Laura. And then come back, soft landing, crescent lunge. So left toes down, arms reach up. Inhale, maybe you gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. You're going to stay in your lunge at a twist. So left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Strong through your legs. So you're not twisting from your legs or your arms. You're twisting from your center. So feel right underneath your rib cage, right below your rib cage. That's where you want to feel this twist happening for the most part. Breathe down into that space. Breathe down into your low belly, low back. And as you exhale, gentle ringing out. Take your last couple of rounds. Nice, Abigail. Very good, everybody. And then bottom of your next exhale, let it go. We're not going to do this when we flow, and I know it's crowded in here, but just walk your hands to the left long edge of your yoga mat. So you're in a wide-legged straddle. If you need to stagger yourself a little bit, feel free to do so. Take your time, about 5 to 7 breaths, just hanging out. So maybe you grab hold of your ankles or the outer edges of your feet. Maybe you grab your big toes, or you can play and explore by moving around. Maybe you want to play with a headstand or even little handstand hops. Bend one knee and then the other. Bend both knees and straighten both legs a few times. Lots of ways to feel around. Yeah, interlace your fingers behind your back. And then notice, is your breath still there? Did you forget about it? Did you lose track of it? Fire it up big and spacious. Last couple rounds. Good job, friends. All right, bring your hands or fingertips to the ground if they're not already there. And just crawl your hands to the front of your mat, top of your space, back to a low lunge position. And then from your low lunge position, standing splits. Right foot is your foundation, left leg lifts. This is just like a one-legged forward fold. So let your neck relax, same way you would in a forward fold. And see if you can feel your strong core engaged to lift you up out of your right leg. See if you can make your left toes, the ones that are in the air, make them active, spread them apart, wiggle them around. Move energy all the way up into your left toes. Breathe up into your left toes. Awesome work. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, Shiva squat. So left knee tucks into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend. It's like you're in a little ball balanced on your right foot. Inhale, re-extend your left leg high. And if you want, you can take a little handstand hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. We'll do 3 total. So curl in, get small and compact. Inhale, re-extend, get long and lengthy. And then one more time, Shiva squat. Exhale, all the way to empty. Inhale, reach, lengthen, hop if you want. And then this time, tiny little potato bug balls. So bring your big toes together at the top of your space, tuck and curl. Butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. Yeah, big toes touch, inner knees and inner thighs squeeze together, and that will help you balance. You might lift your heels up high to work strength and balance, or you might try to press your heels down. That will work ankle flexibility. So whatever will best serve you. Nice barb. Maybe wrap your arms around the front of your shins. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug. Breathe into your back body a lot. So feel your big inhales expand into the back of your heart, back ribs, low back, all the way to empty with each exhalation. Really good, everybody. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift. So heels down, spine parallel to the ground. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold. And then root through your feet and rise. Take it all the way up. Arms extend, high mountain. You're going to pause here in your high mountain. Check in with the way you are standing. So notice if your ribs are flaring forward and your butt sticking out like you're in a cow pose. See if you can find a more neutral spine. Notice if your tailbone's tucking under and your upper back is rounding like you're in a cat pose. See if you can find a more neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And then keep that. Right foot is your foundation. Lift your left knee, standing staff. Yes. Hug in with your inner thighs. Flex through your left toes. Focus your gaze on something that's not moving. I know it's hard if you've got a wall in front of you. Just do your best. Take one more inhale here. And then with your exhalation, figure 4, sit back and reach back. So just like chair plane, but on one leg, outer left ankle, top of right thigh. Weight is in your right heel. And as you reach back, you're hinging forward, bringing your heart a little closer to your legs. This is where we will go when we flow breath to movement. We're going to hold it right now for a few rounds. So if you want to move and explore in any way, go for it. You could take it into a forward fold. You could turn it into a twist or even an arm balance. Or maybe you just fall out 10 times and come back in 10 times, and that's where you're at. Meet yourself right there. Keep the flexion in your left toes. Keep your left ankle strong. And keep breathing slow, intentional, spacious breaths. Really good, everybody. See if you can stay balanced on your right leg. And if you need to set your left foot down, no biggie. Otherwise, come back to standing stack. So right foot is your base, arms reach up, left knee lifts. Option if you want more to extend your left leg forward, press through your heel and try not to lean back. Take one more inhale here. Slow motion, low lunge. So step your left toes all the way back. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Once you have landed, we won't do this when we're flowing, but right now, hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your yoga mat. So right foot out nice and wide. You have options. You can either set your back knee down, let your hips melt down as you lift your heart, or you can do the exact opposite. You can lift your hips high and see if you can melt your heart down, maybe come down to your forearms. Or if there is any other way you want to be here or explore here, feel free. You can pivot your right toes out to the right. You could also roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Cat grabs its tail if that's in your practice. And give yourself about 3 more rounds, just exploring, just feeling into it. And if you're super uncomfortable, notice that and just let yourself be uncomfortable. Remind yourself it is only temporary. Soften. Nice job, everybody. Invitation if you want. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can and hold in that fullness. Keep holding, take an extra little sip of air. And then open your mouth, great big sigh. Very nice. Come back up to your hands if you're not there already. Walk your right foot back to midline so you're framing it. And then from your low lunge, lift your back knee and take your right leg all the way back and up into a 3-legged down dog. So 3-legged down dog, right leg high. Open through your right hip, bend your right knee, reach it out and up. So you should feel your right outer glute. It's called your medial glute. You should feel it squeezing to create this action. You are more than welcome to stay here and hold here. Otherwise, one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Nice, Marsha. Inhale, back up. See if you can open your hip again. So learn to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Aim as high as you can. You can add a push-up if you want. Bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, 3-legged dog. This time square hips, so long through your right leg. Exhale, either straight to down dog or rock forward, chaturanga. You can take it your own way. You can bring your right foot down, bring your knees down if you want. Inhale, open your heart. Give yourself an extra breath or two if you feel like it. And eventually, everybody, see you in downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. In your back bend, in that heart opener, try to keep your shoulders down and back. I see a lot of you with your shoulders up towards your ears and your elbows locked out. So shoulders back and down. Try to keep a little bend in your elbows and point your elbow tips back towards the back wall. Little tone in your belly will protect your low back. So rather than pressing your belly forward, draw navel to spine as you open your heart. So just those little differences make all the difference. Start to notice, tune in, pay really close attention. There's so much to be discovered just in your own inner world. All right. From your down dog, inhale left leg to the sky. And if you want, take a moment and move around. So that might mean just pointing and flexing your foot a few times. Maybe the movement is all inside, can't see anything outside. Maybe you open your hip or circle your knee. Keep both hands firm and strong. Keep your core engaged. Keep those big, deep breaths flowing through. If down dog is a really difficult pose for you, then there's probably something you're missing. So if you can engage in the right places, it actually helps a lot so it doesn't feel like you're fighting the pose the whole time. So stay curious. Take one more big inhale. Make your left leg long, strong, and powerful. Exhale, left knee towards your nose. Keep your hips high, your waistline lifted, and then step forward as soft as you can, low lunge. Take a moment to explore your legs on this side. So no right or wrong. You do not have to do exactly what you did on the other side. Feel around and see if you can go into your body rather than looking at everybody else. Rather than wondering what you should do, feel your body and respond to what you feel. That's the yoga, that's the practice. So all the time we look outside for the answers, and really it's inside. Go in, get curious, explore. You don't need to find any answers. Maybe you come up with more questions, but you go deeper, you connect more. Give yourself a couple more rounds exploring in this way. And then high crescent lunge is where we'll meet up. So when you are ready, start your transition up into your high lunge. Thanks, Charles. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. If it feels like your back heel is almost touching the ground, maybe you widen your stance just a little bit. And then rather than sinking in, you're hugging in. So you're not sinking as deeply as you can. You're stabilizing by energetically pulling front hip back, back hip forward, plugging the femur bones into the hip socket so you have a strong structure through your legs. Then with that strong structure, your upper body then is your expression. Little tone in your belly to support low back. So draw your belly button in and up rather than flaring your ribs forward. You want to feel like you have a brace around your middle. And then what are you doing with your hands? What are you doing with your face and your gaze? Be aware of it all. Be intentional. Take one more inhale as you reach high. And then exhale, airplane lunge. So stay in your lunge a little bit longer. Hinge forward, reach back. Keep your heart lifted. So not rounding like you're doing cobra with your chest. Keep that tone in your belly, navel to spine. And then you can stay here if you want. Otherwise, lean forward a little bit more. Back foot floats up. Keep your back foot active, back toes active, and try to keep your hips square. Nice, Kim. See if you can use the strength in your mid and upper back to open your heart, to lift your heart, and then use the strength in your inner thighs to lift your back heel. Very nice, my friends. Take one last round. Good summer. And then land softly back in crescent. Left toes to the back of your mat, arms to the sky. Inhale here. And as you exhale, hands come down to frame your front foot. Add your twist. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. If you want to modify, back knee could come down, but unless your back knee is on the ground, then your back leg is really strong and powerful. Your spine is really long, so you're not rounding. If you're gazing at the back of the room, maybe try gazing straight across from you or even a little forward to encourage length in your spine. Last couple rounds, see if you can twist just a tiny bit further with your exhalations. Nice, Callie. Good job, everyone. End of your next exhale, let that go. We'll take a wide-legged straddle again. So just walk your hands over to the long edge of your mat. If you need to stagger yourself a little, feel free to do so. And just hang out for about 5 to 7 rounds here any way you would like to explore, even if that means just hanging out and breathing. Anytime you want, big open mouth sighs are super welcome. It feels like you've got a lot of energy, a lot of sensation. Give it somewhere to go. Sigh it out your mouth. Ah. Nice, Nick. Awesome, you guys. Last couple breaths. Bring your hands or your fingertips to the ground, so bend your knees as much as needed. And start to crawl your hands to the top of your space until you are in a low lunge again. From low lunge, standing splits. Left foot is your foundation. Lift your right leg high. So again, just like a one-legged forward fold, don't let the name of this pose psych you out. I do not care how high your right foot is. If it's an inch away from the ground and that's as high as you can lift it, perfect. Just find your own edge and then be with it. Breathe into it. Can you make your right toes active as they float in space? Can you feel a connection to your strong core? Can you let your neck relax and your head be heavy? Take one more inhale, maybe lift a little bit higher. Exhale, Shiva squat. So tuck your right knee into the back of your left knee, both knees bend, right heel towards your right butt cheek. Inhale, re-extend, right leg high. You can take a handstand hop if you want. Exhale, Shiva squat. We got 3. Inhale, re-extend, hoppy hop if you want to. And then last time, Shiva squat. Tuck your right knee into the back of left. Get small and compact. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, this time, tiny little potato bug ball. So bring your big toes together, tuck and curl. And just like we did before, you can lift your heels high. You can try to press your heels down. Or if you want something different, play with your balance, toe stand. So for toe stand, you just point your knees straight forward, thighs parallel to the ground, bring your hands to your heart. And if you're really feeling like you want a challenge or a play, then you could play with crow pose for a moment. Plant your hands, walk your knees up your triceps, and maybe lift one or both feet. If you can get both feet off the ground, see if you can get your big toes to touch behind you so you're really lifting through your waistline. Wherever you are at, wherever you are working, a couple more breaths. Good job. Next time you breathe in, let's meet in a halfway lift. So spine long, parallel to the ground. We'll take an extra breath here. If you want to widen your stance, you can. And then bottom of your next exhalation, just release and fold. Take it all the way up now. Rise, arms extend, high mountain. Check in, notice what are your own imbalances when you are just standing with your arms reaching up? Are you sticking your butt out? Are you rounding through your upper back, tucking your tailbone? How can you be a little more neutral through pelvis and spine? Left foot stays rooted, right knee lifts, standing staff. Hug in with your inner thighs and flex through your right toes. Focus your gaze. Breathe, slow and steady breaths. One more inhale here. And then with your exhale, figure 4 with your chair plane arms. So sit back and reach back, weight in your left heel. Keep pressing your outer right ankle into the top of your left thigh. And if you want, you can explore in your own way. So maybe you turn it into a forward fold variation, hands to the ground or hands to a block. Maybe you want to play with an arm balance or a twist. Maybe you just fall out of the pose a million times. Come back in when you're ready. Meet yourself there. So rather than criticism and judgment, compassion and play. Yay! Yeah, it's good sometimes to fall and just learn how to get back up and even laugh at yourself. So not taking all of this too seriously. Last couple rounds. Switch out your legs, Trish. Stay balanced if you can on your left foot. Come back to standing staff. If you need to, you can set your right foot on the ground. High mountain, no big deal. If you're in standing staff and you want a little more, option 2, extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. So draw those lowest, deepest abdominals in. One more in-breath. Like you're moving in slow motion, slowly, low lunge, right toes to the back of your mat, hands come down to frame your front foot. Yes. Once you are in your low lunge, bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the width of your yoga mat, nice and wide. And then explore however you want. So back knee can come down, hips melt down, lift your heart. Take a few breaths like that. Or do the exact opposite. Lift your hips and see if you can get your heart a little closer to the ground. Maybe come down to your forearms. If cat grabs its tail is in your practice and you want to go for that, please feel free. So wherever you are working, breath is right there with you. Notice, feel, observe. You can exhale out your mouth anytime. And then trying to stay away from sensation. See if you can actually move towards it. Not forcefully or aggressively, but just with softness and curiosity, gentleness. Next time you inhale, invitation, fill up as big as you can. And when you think you're full, hold there, hold there. Take one little extra sip, teaspoon more. And then open your mouth, great big sigh. Ah, good. Come back up to your hands or fingertips. Walk your left foot back to midline so you're framing your left foot with your hands. Lift your back knee if it's on the ground. Three-legged down dog. Take your left leg all the way back and up. Nice, Kate. Now open your left hip, bend your knee, reach your knee out and up towards the sky. So try to do that not by leaning over into your right hand and your right hip, but by actually using the mobility in your left hip. Squeeze your outer left butt cheek. Take one more inhale. See if you can lift your left knee higher. You're more than welcome to stay and hold or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Little twist. Good. Inhale back up. Open up. Exhale left to left. Get as high as you can. Nice, Scotty. Inhale back up. This time square hips long through your left leg. Exhale straight to down dog or rock forward plank to chaturanga. Take it however you'd like. Nice, Emily. Awesome, Eric. Inhale, remember, shoulders back and down. Try not to lock out your elbows. And either down dog or great place for a child's pose, hero's pose, drink of water. So take a moment, just reconnect with yourself, with your body. Open mouth sighs, welcome. We're going to move now through that entire sequence, that entire flow that we just did. Do it a couple more times, but we'll go just a bit faster. So when I say faster, it doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can with momentum and forget to breathe. But we'll use our really slow, really intentional breath to guide our movement. So if you feel like I'm cueing slow, see if you can breathe slower. Breathe bigger and breathe deeper, and use your breath to guide you. If at any time you just want to take a break, you just want to do your own thing, totally fine with me. This is your practice. So honor your body, honor your needs. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breaths. All right. Great big inhalation. Push the ground away. Lift your hips high. And exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or float, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift. Inhale. Nice ash. Exhale, fold and bow. And then rise all the way up. Big full body stretch as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Reach up. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Make it come from mid and upper back. Bottom tips of shoulder blades. Squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then exhale, chair, plane, or drinking bird. So option to float up to tiptoes if you want. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. So reach, reach, reach. And then maybe stay on your tiptoes as you exhale, dive down into your fold. Beautiful work. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Slowly lower. Inhale, curl open. Don't just move through it, be in it. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Nice knot. Inhale, right leg high, strong and powerful. Exhale as soft as possible. Right foot to the top of your space, low lunge. And then right up into crescent lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, your choice, airplane lunge or full airplane. So fly if you'd like. Yes. Come back to crescent, soft landing. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Stay in your lunge, add your twist. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, let that go. Standing splits, left leg lifts. Breathe in, lengthen. Just one time. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks in the back of right. Your left foot is still off the ground. Inhale, re-extend. You can take a little hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Big toes touch, tuck and curl all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift. Heels down, spine parallel to the earth. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise. Inhale, reach up, left knee lifts. Flex your toes, back and active. Exhale, figure four, sit back, reach back. So chair plane arms, weight in your heel. Good. Inhale, back to standing staff. If you want, extend left leg forward. Press through your heel. Slowly exhale, low lunge. See if you can land with fingers and toes at the exact same time. Nice, Laura. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Right leg to the sky. Open your right hip up. Stay here and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Yes, awesome. Inhale, three-legged dog. Open your hip again. Right to right. Aim for your armpit. Add a little push-up if you want more. Inhale, three-legged dog. Extend your right leg square off your hips. Exhale, down dog or rock forward. Plank to chaturanga. Inhale, curl open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, everybody. We got one more side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Use your strong core. Exhale, step through softly. Rise slowly with awareness, crescent lunge, breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly, full airplane. Come back, soft landing, inhale, crescent. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Revolve lunge, left arm up, open up, breathe in. Exhale, release. Root into your left foot, standing splits, inhale. Active through your right toes. Exhale, Shiva squat, right knee tucks in the back of left, just one time. Inhale, re-extend, hop if you want. And exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, top of your yoga mat, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, half lift, heels down, spine long. Beautiful. Exhale, bow and fold. And then let's take it up. Rise, inhale, reach up, right knee lift, standing staff. Exhale, figure four, sit back, weight in your heel, arms reach back. Good, nice, Liz. Inhale, back to standing staff. Maybe extend right leg forward if you want a little more. Strong through your abdominals. Exhale, slowly, low lunge. See if you can land softly, fingers and toes at the same time, maybe. And then three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Take it all the way up and back. Open your hip. Stay and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow, little twist. Use those oblique muscles. Awesome. Tiff, inhale back up, open your hip again. Exhale, left to left. Add a push-up if you want it. Inhale, three-legged, this time left leg long, hips square. Exhale, straight to down dog, or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Take it however you'd like. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Tone your belly to support low back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Give yourself a moment. Walk out your dog, side out your mouth, whatever feels good to you. We're gonna go through that one more time. And this time I'm gonna add a few things in, change a few things up. So it will be a little bit different. Just stay present, listen to my cues. They are invitations. So take what works, let the rest go. You can always take a break. You can always do your own thing. As long as you're being respectful of those around you, you do you. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Right, inhale, push the ground away, hips high, spine long, side body's long. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position, get all the rounding out of your back. Nice, Jamie. Exhale, bow, fold. And then rise all the way up, big stretch, high mountain, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, listen, inhale, high mountain. We're gonna take a side body stretch to your right. You could grab left wrist, you could bring right hand to right hip. It's all you, reach right. Inhale through center, reach up. And then other side, towards the windows, exhale. You can make it your own, like a crescent moon shape with your body. Inhale, high mountain, reach. Now add your baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. Imagine you're trying to press them through to the front of your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So sit back, reach back, maybe float to tiptoes. Very nice. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. High mountain one more time here, as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive. So stick your butt out, use your core to help you balance. Beautiful. Halfway lift, heels on the ground, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, lower slowly. Inhale, heart lift, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips lift. Good job. All right, inhale, right leg to the sky, strong and powerful. Exhale, step forward softly. And rise, crescent, breathe in, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, airplane lunge, or one more chance to fly on this side. Back foot floats up, full airplane if you want it. Nice daisy, and come back, soft landing. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to the earth, low lunge. Inhale, revolve lunge, right arm to the sky. We're gonna pause here for a moment. You can stay in revolve lunge, or if you want, variation of revolve triangle. So stay balanced on the ball of your back foot, but start to lift your right hip up, 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 and press back through the top of your right thigh, working your front leg towards straight. Yes, squeeze through the front of your right thigh, that quad muscle. You might you might move your left hand back just a little bit, scoot it back if needed. Take a couple more rounds wherever you're at. Nice marchy. So revolve lunge or variation of revolve triangle. Last deep breath. Good, and then let it go, unwind. Low lunge. Standing splits, left leg lifts. Pausing here. Half moon is your option if you want it. So walk your right hand forward a little bit. Spine is long. Stack left hip on top of right. Active through your back foot, strong through your back leg. Maybe back leg lifts a little bit higher than you even thought it could. So very open through the front of your hips and the front of your heart. Imagine you can breathe length in all directions. Take one more inhale. Nice K. As you exhale, nice and easy into a Shiva squat. So left knee tucks in the back of right. Curl in. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg lifts high. And then tiny little potato bug ball. All the way to empty in your breath. Both feet at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift position. Stick your butt out. Lengthen. Realign. Exhale, bow and fold. And then rise, take it all the way up. Arms reach up, left knee lifts, flex your left toes. Now listen, eagle pose, left knee on top of right knee, left elbow under right elbow. Wrap your arms together. Or if that's too much, you can grab your shoulders behind you like you're giving yourself a big hug. Sit back, weight in your right heel, squeeze your inner thighs. If you can get that second wrap of your toes around your calf, awesome. If not, just keep your toes active as they float. Gaze right through your arms like you are an eagle. So embody eagle energy, focused and alert, calm and relaxed, all at the same time. See if you can lift your elbows up a little higher, further away from your chest. One last deep breath. Good job. Inhale, standing staff. So everything unwinds. Reach up, left knee lifts or left leg extends. Exhale, slowly, low lunge. See if you can land softly, fingers and toes at the same time, maybe. And then take it back, three-legged down dog. Right hip opens up. Now, only if you want, this time, option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Yes, lift your hips. Breathe all the way down. Feel your abdominal wall stretch. Take one last big, huge in breath. Beautiful friends. Come back, regular down dog. Walk it out. You can absolutely keep walking it out a little bit longer, or invitation. Inhale, rock forward, high plank. Hover right leg if you want to. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, curl open, shoulders down and back, not up next to your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. You're almost there. One more side. Exhale, step through softly, low lunge. And rise, crescent lunge. Last time, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly, full airplane, back foot floats up. Good, very nice. Come back with a soft landing. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Revolve lunge, left arm to the sky. So please feel free to stay in revolve lunge, or again, you might work it into a revolve triangle variation. So staying on the ball of your back foot, there's an element of balance there. Start to work your front leg straight. So you might scoot your right hand back a little bit. Maybe you're even using a block under your right hand. Start to lift your left butt cheek up, 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 and press the top of your left thigh back, back, back. Yes, awesome. Nice, Chris. Take your last couple of rounds. Working your pose, working your twist. End of your next exhale all the way to empty, and then let it go, low lunge. So bend your front knee for a moment. Inhale, standing splits. Left foot is your base, right leg lifts. This is where, if you want to, you can open up into your balancing half moon. So left hand on the ground, right hand to right hip, or right arm to the sky. Let your hips open. Right hip stacks on top of left. Back foot is active, like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. Yes. Maybe lift your back foot even higher. Take one last huge full body breath. Very good. Stay. One last inhale. Shiva squat as you exhale. Right knee to the back of left knee. Nice and easy. Standing splits. Right leg high. Inhale. Tiny little potato bug ball. Exhale. Both feet to the top of your mat. Get small and compact. Inhale. Halfway lift. Stick your butt out. Spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, fold. You're doing great. All the way up, rise. Inhale, arms reach up, right knee lifts. Standing stop. Eagle pose, right knee on top, right elbow underneath. So sit back, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your legs together. Rather than sticking your butt out and looking down at the ground, navel to spine, reach your tailbone down, lift the crown of your head up. See if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest a little bit. Eagle energy, what does it feel like in your body? Just get curious about that. Strong, powerful breath. Sit a little lower, one last round. Really good, nice Jessa. Inhale, standing staff, unwind, reach up. Maybe extend right leg. Nice M, and then slowly, low lunge. See if you can land softly. Hands frame your front foot. Three-legged down dog. Take your left leg back and up. Open your hip. Stay and hold, or this time if you want, open it up, flip your dog. So left foot comes down behind you. Yes. Breathe all the way down to your belly. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine, supporting you. One last big inhale if you're in the back bend. And then everybody, regular down dog, walk it out. Nice, Ella. Keep walking it out a little bit longer, or invitation to inhale, rock forward, high plank, cover left leg if you want to. Chaturanga, lower slowly, strong arms, strong belly. Curl open with your in-breath. And then you choose down dog, child's pose, hero's pose, anywhere you want to go for a moment. So take a moment and just reconnect, notice, feel all that energy flowing through your body. It's always there. It's just harder to notice. So in this moment, can you feel yourself not just as a physical being, but also an energetic being? Good job, everybody. Open mouth size might feel real good. Your next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. And this time, warrior two. So pivot your back heel down and rise up, Virabhadrasana 2. Hips are open, heart is open towards the side of the room. From your warrior two, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Feel the length in your right side. Keep bending into your front knee and see if you can track your front knee towards your pinky toe rather than letting it collapse inward. Take one more big inhale, puff up your right ribs. As you exhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, setting up for triangle. So if you want to shorten your stance just an inch or so, not too much, feel free. Imagine your left hip is being pulled towards the back wall and start to reach for the front wall like you're trying to touch it. When you cannot reach anymore, you're being pulled in opposite directions, reach. Then right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Keep your heart open, don't let it collapse. Keep your hips open. You can stay, or if there's a variation you want to play with, feel free. Maybe left arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Maybe even both arms reach forward, but only if you can hold the integrity of the pose with the strength in your legs and strengthen your core. Yes, awesome. Good job. Last couple of rounds in triangle. And then from the press of your feet, inhale, rise back up, reverse triangle now. So your right leg is straight, reach up and slightly back. Try to feel your hips level. So you're not sinking into your front hip or your back hip. They're nice and level. Press into your right foot as you reach through right fingertips, long through your right side. One more inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge. Beautiful. From low lunge, three-legged down dog, take your right leg back and up. And then as you are ready, my friends, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Bring your body down gently. If you would rather take this posture on your back, you're welcome to. We are going to take a seated variation in a moment. So I would suggest either regular pigeon or supine pigeon. Be here for about 7 breaths. Set yourself up really intentionally. Just breathe. Soft face, soft jaw. If you could soften through your heart, front, back, sides, what would that feel like? Last couple of breaths or so. End of your next exhalation. Start to lift your upper body. And you're just going to allow your hips to open now, kind of plop over onto the outside of your right butt cheek, swinging your left leg around. So coming into a seat. You can take both legs forward for a moment and give them a nice little shaky shake, or maybe you like to give your thighs a nice little love pounding. All right. Either double pigeon with right shin on top of left, so shins stacked, one on top of the other. Or if you want cow face pose, that'll be a little more intense. Right knee on top of left knee. And if neither of those are going to work for you, then you can roll onto your back, take a supine pigeon instead. Or you could put your left foot on the ground with your knee bent, outer right ankle, top of left thigh. So double pigeon, cow face. If you're in cow face with your right knee stacked on top of your left knee, try to keep both butt cheeks on the ground. And if you want to add cow face arms, just an option, you do not have to. Left elbow on top, right arm on the bottom, maybe your hands clasped. You can either sit up tall or you can work with folding forward. If you're folding forward, rather than thinking of rounding and trying to get the top of your head to the ground, think of lengthening, reaching your butt back and your heart forward, and then just let your neck relax. Be here for about 4 or 5 more breaths. Yeah, I like that. If you want eagle arms instead, maybe take eagle arms. Switch it up. Soft face, soft jaw. Last 2 or 3 rounds. If you are in a forward fold variation, bottom of your next exhale, start to lift back up. And then from this place, invitation, you don't have to do this, but your invitation is right hand to the outer edge of right foot, left hand to the outer edge of left foot. Start with a balancing happy baby. So balancing on your sit bones, kind of rocking back, lifting through your heart, pulling back with your arms. If you got balancing happy baby, maybe you try to extend your legs, straighten them out, see how that goes. Yee! Good job. When you're ready, friends, release your feet, cross your ankles, roll over your feet, plant your hands. You can either step back, or if a jump back is in your practice, go for it. Move through a vinyasa or choose to skip it. See you in down dog. All right. Ujjayi breath, a little bit longer. Keep it going. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot to the top of your mat. Warrior 2, rise. Back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Settle in. Shoulders over hips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Track it towards your pinky toe. Imagine you're trying to lift your left rib cage further away from your left hip. And breathe into that space between. Breathe into your waistline. Good, beautiful. One more big inhale, reach. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. If you want to, you can shorten your stance just a little bit, not a lot of it. Pull your back hip towards the back room like there's an invisible rope pulling it back. Reach forward, so like you're being pulled in 2 opposite directions. When you cannot reach anymore, tip it over, left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky. Nice, Marsha. Stay open. Open through heart, open through hips. If you want one of those variations, right arm forward or both arms forward, go for it. Strong legs, strong core, strong breath. Ah, good, everybody. All right, last round in triangle. From the press of your feet, inhale, reverse triangle. So rise up, reach up and back. Now your front leg is straight. That long line from your left fingertips all the way down to your left foot. Feel it, breathe into it. Hips are level. You're not sinking into either hip. One more big inhale, reach, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So on the back ball of your back foot, three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Take it up and back. Whenever you are ready, pigeon pose. Left shin, top of your space. Set your body down gently. If you'd rather take this on your back, please feel free if it will serve you better there. Big, deep breaths. Just allow yourself to feel. Sensation for trying to follow again. Take me back to tonight. I don't never see a song again. Take me back to tonight. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How it goes to you. Side out your mouth anytime. About 3, 4 more rounds. Take me back to tonight. If you want, last big inhale, get as full as you can. Full. And that little extra sip. And then release out your mouth. Start to lift your upper body. Ease your way onto your outer left butt cheek so you can let your hips open, let your back knee bend, and then swing your right leg around. Both legs forward for a moment. Shake it out. And then your choice, once again, either double pigeon, so shins stacked. Get your outer ankle to your inner knee. So it's not foot inside your calf, it's outer ankle to inner knee. Or knees stack for cow face. Left on top of right, unless you did the opposite last time, but I cued for right on top of left last time, so this time it would be left on top of right. And then if you want the arms, the cow face arms, your right arm reaches up, left arm on bottom, hinge forward. Remember, if you are bowing forward, heart leads. So rather than rounding and just trying to get the top of your head to touch the ground, lengthen. Good. Big deep breaths. Keep your ankles strong. Don't let them twist or sickle. A little bit of activation in the toes to protect the joints, your ankles and your knees. Good job, you guys. Love the variations. Give it about 3 more breaths. See if you can feel a tangible softening with your exhales. Soften your outer shell. Soften your heart. And if you are in a forward fold, bottom of your next exhalation, lift your upper body. You can roll up or lead with your heart to come up. And uncross your legs. Take them out in front of you. Give them a little shaky shake. And only if you want. So if you want to just use your arms to find your way down onto your back, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, make sure you have enough room behind you. So if you need to scoot forward, find boat pose, balancing on your sit bones. Arms reach forward. And either bend your knees with your shins and feet floating, or if you want a little extra support, you can keep your heels on the ground. Take an inhale here in your high boat. And as you exhale, low boat. So everything hovers above the ground, legs extend, squeeze everything together. Inhale high, lift. Exhale low, hover. We'll just do 3. Draw low belly down. Inhale high, lift. And then exhale low, hover, 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 hold, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let everything come down. Good job. If you want to, you might get a little tickle on your toes, but invitation to extend your arms overhead for a full body stretch if you'd like. And then eventually just hug your knees towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. And then just for the sake of space, we'll go to the right side first with our legs. Take a supine spinal twist of your choice. Legs go right. Left arm can either extend out to the left or goalpost your left arm on the ground. Gaze up or over left shoulder. Breathe down into your belly. After about 3 to 5 rounds on this side, slowly start to find your way to the other side. And when you feel somewhat even on both sides, come back to center. Take any inversion you would like to take for about 5 to 10 breaths. So anything that puts your legs and or your hips higher than your heart. Be something a little more restorative. It could be something a little more challenging, just depending on how you feel. If you've got a wall near you, you're welcome to use it. We are eventually starting our transition into our final relaxation. When you feel complete with your inversion, no hurry. Take any counter poses or any finishing poses you would like. Personally, I always like a happy baby to finish off my practice, kind of neutralize the spine, traction it out a little bit. Any other poses, movements, wiggles, and then just start your journey into your Shavasana. And try to let Shavasana feel like a sacred pause in your life. So rather than feeling like, oh, this is a waste of my time, when are we going to get up and move back into life? Just really let yourself have it. Let yourself settle. Let yourself do nothing for a couple minutes. Give yourself a break. I'll share with you a reading as you move into your Shavasana. This is by Jeff Foster. It's called Underneath the Labels. It says, we label everything and everyone. The plants, the animals, the stars, even our own intimate feelings. Sadness, we call it. Anger, fear, boredom, confusion. These are secondhand words picked up when we were young. But underneath the labels, prior to the abstract language, there is a profoundly alive mystery here, unspeakable, unable to be captured by thought. Without our mind-made descriptions of experience, do we really have any way of knowing what we are experiencing? Take away the label sadness. What is alive here? Take away the description anger. And what is this raw, passionate energy we feel? Stop calling an emotion positive or negative, right or wrong, healthy or unhealthy. And what happens? Come back to the raw sensation of life, the present moment dance of the body. What is this unfiltered, dynamic, raw life energy? Can we touch life before the labels? This is the river of life, my friends. Sacred, intimate, familiar. And we are inseparable from its flow. Every thought, sensation, feeling, image is infused with the mystery of the universe. So give yourself these last few moments, friends, and try to just be with whatever's flowing through you and just feel it, not needing to figure it out, maybe not even labeling it. Just simply experience feeling these last couple moments. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and feel what it feels like to fill up with air, with oxygen. As you exhale, feel what it feels like to let it go. And just start to bring gentle movement back into your body. Maybe blink your eyes open. Maybe you rub your hands together, build a little bit of heat. Eventually just roll to either side, fetal position. And feel what it feels like to just curl into yourself in this nurturing way. Let yourself be held for one last moment by the ground. Really let all the energy of your practice, all the effort just settle inside of you. And then staying as relaxed as you can through your physical body. Start to find your way up into seated meditation, just facing towards the front of your mat, front of our space. As you sit up, feel into the length of your spine. Gather your hands to your heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked over the other. And we'll close our practice as a group, as a collective, with one big Om, big vibration. So try not to worry about how you sound. Nobody cares about your voice. Feel, how does it feel to let your voice, let your own vibration flow through you and express out your mouth? So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need. And then breathe in your voice, fill up with it. Om. Thank you so, so much, my friends, for being here and letting me guide you. Namaste. Yeah, you're so welcome. 73 degrees in here now, so we got it heated up finally. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for making space for each other. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. No, it goes in there. What did you say about it? You liked it? Oh. If you didn't pay on your way in, please pay on your way out. Thank you. Oh, hi, Nicole.